What is alcohol beverage? 12 ounces. Of beer. 5 ounces. Of wine. 1.5 ounces. Spirits, whiskey, rum, liquor. What does BAC and its limit? BAC, blood alcohol concentration. BAC limit for Texas equals 0.08. Implied consent law of Texas. The implied consent law in Texas states that, if you are arrested by an officer who has probable cause to believe you have been driving while intoxicated, you automatically consent to one or more chemical tests to measure your blood alcohol content, BAC. Refusal to a breathalyzer test is an automatic 180-day suspension of your license. What is DWI? And what is DUIA? DWI, driving while intoxicated, 0.08 BAC or above. DUIA, driving under the influence of alcohol by a minor. How much can I drink before I'm DW? Blood alcohol content BAC. Table for male M/female F. Number of drinks 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Body weight in pounds 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240. When you don't drink, it is the only safe driving limit. But when you start drinking, you are not a safe driver. According to your body weight, drinking limit changes differently for male and female. You will find that in the yellow marked area from the table. The red marked area of the table is for those who are overloaded alcohol drinkers and legally ineligible from driving in Texas. Fewer than 5 persons out of 100 will exceed these values. How much can I drink before I'm DW? Subtract 0.01% for each 40 minutes of drinking. This chart is a guide and individual results may vary. 1 drink equals 1.5 ounces. 80 proof liquor, 12 ounces. Beer or 5 ounces. 12% wine. Fewer than 5 persons out of 100 will exceed these values. How does alcohol affect my driving? Blood alcohol concentration BAC levels. 15% about 7 beers. Serious difficulty controlling the car and focusing on driving. 10% about 5 beers. Markedly slowed reaction time. Difficulty staying in lane and braking when needed. 0.08% about 4 beers. Trouble controlling speed. Difficulty processing information and reasoning. 0.05% about 3 beers. Reduced coordination and ability to track moving objects. Difficulty steering. 0.02% about 2 beers. Loss of judgment. Trouble doing 2 tasks at the same time. How is alcohol eliminated from the body?
When you drink, alcohol is absorbed straight into the bloodstream through the stomach and the walls of the small intestine. If you have food in your stomach, the alcohol may take a little longer to be absorbed. But once it's in your system, there are only a few ways the body can get rid of it. A little goes out through the kidneys and the urine. A little may be sweated out. And some is breathed out through the lungs, which is the reason the breathalyzer works. But most of it, over 90%, must be got rid of through your liver, which breaks it down and burns it up. If you've got a healthy liver, it will only get rid of the alcohol contained in about 1 normal-sized drink per hour. That means 1 glass of beer, 1 small glass of wine, or 1 nip of spirits per hour. It can't work any faster. Nothing will speed it up. So when you drink faster than about 1 glass per hour, alcohol accumulates in your system, pushing your blood alcohol level higher and higher. This blood alcohol level is expressed as a figure, a percentage, 0.05%, 0.08%, 0.10%, and so on. This figure indicates the percentage of alcohol in your blood. Because your liver can only get rid of alcohol at a fixed rate, after a heavy night's drinking, your blood alcohol level may still be over the legal limit for driving the next morning. Coffee, cold showers are no help. They may wake you up and create the illusion of sobriety, but they have no effect on your blood alcohol level. The only way to get sober is to give your liver the time to break down the alcohol in your system.
Why do teens drink alcohol? Peer pressure.
When you're a teenager, you're constantly bombarded with good and bad advice, life lessons, homework, chores, and peer pressure. Often that pressure comes in the form of drugs and alcohol. It can be very difficult to say no at this age because you're afraid others will think you're lame or that you might get rejected by some of your peers. Even though you might know the real dangers of using drugs and alcohol, you still might have a hard time saying no. Well, the key to saying no is to practice what you'll say before you get in a situation where you're offered drugs or alcohol. That way, when the time comes, you're ready. Take some of these peer pressure related statements, for instance.
Come on, everybody's doing drugs.
Your response?
I think plenty of people aren't doing drugs. Anyway, it's not right for me.
Perfect. Here's another one.
Hey, probably make you feel good.
And you say,
I already feel pretty good, and I don't want to mess that up.
nothing wrong with that. Let's try a few more, like,
Dude, if you're my friend, you'll get high with me.
your response?
I really like you. I just don't like drugs.
And let's not forget these.
Come on, dude. Nobody will know.
And
This is really cool stuff, man.
you fire back with,
I'm not taking any chances. I'd be grounded for life if I got caught.
and
I know someone who got really sick from that. That's not cool at all.
arming yourself with a wide range of reasons not to do drugs or alcohol is a great way to keep yourself free from using a substance that you know can harm you or your friends. You might even set such an example that your peers will respect you and try to emulate you or come to you for advice. So don't be afraid to rehearse your reasons to say no and put them into practice when the time comes.
What is considered drugs? Over-counter drugs, prescription drugs, illegal drugs. Be strong in your values. Choose your friends wisely.
The people you are hanging out with are not your friends. I want you to ask yourself this question. Are they raising you up or pushing you down? Are they helping you grow or holding you back? You have something special inside of you. I can see it. But I feel like the people you hang around, they have their own agendas. And I've had people like this in my life before. People who wanted to get close to me, used me to get what they wanted, and then once they got it, they left. So you can't call everybody your friend. The word friend comes from a European word, friend, meaning to love. These people, they don't love you. They don't belong in your squad. A squad is a team of people who you go to war with. They fight with you. You fight with them. You fight together. See, a true friend isn't somebody who makes your problems disappear, but they are the ones who won't disappear when you face problems. See, fake friends are like shadows. They're around you during the brightest times, but they disappear during the darkest times. So I'm going to tell you this. It's better to walk alone at night than with a fake friend in the light. Better an enemy attack you than a fake friend hug you. See, I know sometimes it's fun hanging out with them. You laugh, you joke, but see, that don't mean much. It's easy to be friends when things are going well. But what about when things ain't going well? Oprah said everybody want to ride with you in a limo. But what about when that limo breaks down and it's cold? Who's going to be there with you on the side of the road? Who's going to be there to carry your bags with you as you got to walk home? See, I don't want to preach, but your life is dependent on two things: the people you hang out with and the books you read. Do not stunt your growth by hanging out with the wrong crowd. I'm gonna say it again. You have a gift inside of you. You gotta answer that call because it's not gonna ring forever. The more time you spend with these people, the less time you're gonna have to bring that gift out. I know you may say it don't matter, they don't affect me. And to that, I wanna ask you this. What's the easiest way to catch a cold? You hang out with somebody with a cold, right? Well, what's the easiest way to catch a negative mindset? You hang out with somebody with a negative mindset. The energy you hang around, it matters. You can't hang around energy vampires. They say people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. See, I believe these so-called friends you have, their season has passed. And it's your season now, where you flourish, where you grow, and you become exactly who you were always meant to be.